Good morning, student. So we will start our chapter forest floors. So we will discuss about the equatorial forest. Key points are the climate, plants, the layers of the forest, animal, and the life of the people. Already we discussed about the climate and the equatorial forest. So now we will discuss about the different layer of the forest. Now the very special features of this forest is the multi-layer growth of trees. Let us read about these four layers. So how many layers of the trees in the equatorial forest? Four layers. So first, forest floor. This is the lowest layer. The forest floor receive hardly any sunlight, therefore the growth of a plant is very poor. यस यहाँ पर सनलाइट जो है बहुत कम होती है. क्यों कम होती है? क्योंकि यहाँ पर डेंस फॉरेस्ट होता है. एंड वाई द डेंस फॉरेस्ट इज देयर? बिकॉज ऑफ हैवी रेनफॉल. So the growth of plant is very poor because plants need or plant requires sunlight. So on the floor is thin layer of fallen leaves, seed, fruits and branches that fall from the upper layer and decompose very quickly or decompose very quickly. A thin layer of decaying organic matter is found on the forest floor. So this is the first type of layer. This is lowest layer, and this lowest layer receive very less sunlight. That's why the growth of the plant is very poor. On the floor is a thin layer, और जहाँ पर जो उसका फॉरेस्ट का जो ग्राउंड है, जो थिन लेयर है, फ्लोर है, उस पर जो है लीव्स होती हैं, फ्रूट्स होते हैं, ब्रांचेस होते हैं, जो कि सॉइल के अंदर जो हैं डिकम्पोज होते रहते हैं, और इससे जो होता है थिन लेयर ऑफ डिकेइंग ऑर्गेनिक मैटर इज़ फाउंड ऑन द फॉरेस्ट फ्लोर. नाउ द सेकेंड वन इज़ understory. This layer get very little sunlight that filter through. Understory is almost a dark place. It is quite an open layer, contain all contains young trees, leafy plant that can grow in low light. This layer consists of shrubs, ferns, creepers, orchid and small trees. Many popular house plants come from this layer. So this is second one. यहाँ इस लेयर में भी जो सनलाइट है वो बहुत जो होती है वो बहुत लेस होती है, बट एज़ कंपैरेटिवली टू फर्स्ट लोएस्ट लेयर उससे थोड़ा ज़्यादा होती है, और डार्क होता है. वो डार्क क्यों होता है? क्योंकि जो इक्वेटोरियल फॉरेस्ट होते हैं वो डेंस होते हैं. इट इज़ क्वाइट एन ओपर लेयर कंटेनिंग यंग ट्रीज एंड लीफी प्लांट दैट ग्रो इन लो लाइट. जो कि जिन ऐसे ट्रीज़ होते हैं जो कि जिनके सनलाइट कम रिक्वायर्ड होती है, इस वाले लेयर में वो वाले ट्रीज़ और वो वाले प्लांट्स ग्रो होते हैं. लाइक shrubs, ferns, creepers, orchid and small tree. Many popular plant come from this layer. Now the third one, canopy layer. This layer consists of tall tree that forms an umbrella like layer which is called canopy. They grow so close together that the highest part of the trees interlock to form a continuous canopy. This canopy shuts out most of the sunlight from the forest. A very special feature of this layer are the creepers and the vines like grapes tree climbers that climb the tall tree to reach sunlight. A special type of small plant grow on the branch of these trees. This layer is home to most of the wildlife found in the rainforest. Many animals live in this layer since there is abundant food. Yes, this is the canopy layer. इसमें क्या होता है? जो trees की shape होती है, this is like umbrella, like you know the shape of the umbrella, round. So why? Because they close together. Highest part of the tree interlock to form a canopy. This canopy shut out most of the sunlight from the trees. और यहाँ पर कौन कौन से होते हैं और सबसे स्पेशल फीचर्स क्या है यहाँ पर? To grow, special type of small plant grow on the branches of these trees, and this layer is home to the wildlife found in the rainforest, because in this layer abundant food is there. That's why this is the home to the wildlife. Now the Amazon layer. This uppermost layer comprises the tallest tree that rise above the dense canopy layer. They have huge umbrella shaped tree top. These trees are enjoy maximum sunlight and heavy rain. These trees can survive high temperature, low humidity, rain and strong wind. This is the features of the Amazon layer type of forest, in which this is the uppermost layer of the, in which the trees are tallest and dense, huge umbrella shaped tree top. These trees enjoy the maximum sunlight because it is the uppermost layer, or these trees enjoy maximum sunlight and heavy rain. These trees can survive high temperature, obviously in the equatorial forest, because the sun rays fall directly over near the equator or on the equator places. So these, for this layer, for the uppermost layer, they enjoy the maximum sunlight and heavy rainfall. These trees can survive high temperature, low humidity, rain and strong wind. Now come to animals. We will talk about animals. In the first video I already told you, because of the dense forest, and why the dense forests are there, because the temperature is too much and heavy rainfall. That's why the trees, that's why the forests are dense. And if the forests are dense, obviously the animal species or the bird species are also very high. Now, the rainforests are a natural habitat to more than half of the world animals. And one more thing, why it is also called that the one fact that the good rainforests are very important. They are also called the lungs of the earth, because they convert a large amount of carbon dioxide to oxygen. Yes, rainforest, it is also known as evergreen forest. Evergreen is also known as the lungs of the earth. Why it is called lungs of the earth? Because they convert a large amount of carbon dioxide to oxygen, and human being require oxygen to breathe. Now the animals. The rainforests are a natural habitat to more than half of the world's animals. Yes, जैसे कि मैंने बताया कि यहाँ पर जो फॉरेस्ट हैं वो बहुत ज़्यादा कैसे होते हैं, डेंस होते हैं. तो वहाँ पर जो है, जो वाइल्ड एनिमल्स हैं, जो उनकी स्पीशीज़ है, वैरायटी है, वो भी ज़्यादा अच्छी होगी. कलरफुल एंड अनयूजुअल वैरायटी ऑफ वाइल्ड लाइफ लिव इन द 4 लेयर ऑफ द फॉरेस्ट. अभी हमने 4 लेयर ऑफ फॉरेस्ट पढ़ा है, अंडर स्टोरी, कैनोपी लेयर, अमेजन लेयर. So these all the animals live in the 4th layer of forest. 4 layers of the forest. All type of wildlife are found here, from tiny insect to large mammals. A large variety of animals, bird and amphibians are found here. Jaguars, leopard, two-toed sloth bear, chimpanzee, howler monkey, flying foxes, flying squirrel, tree frog, bat, eagle, etc. live on trees in the different layer of the forest. Colorful birds and insects such as toucan, hummingbirds, macaws, parrot and butterflies are found in these forests. Crocodile, alligator, snakes, turtle and a large variety of fish are found in the water bodies. Giant antedators are found on the forest floor. The famous anaconda. Yes, this is a very famous species of the snake, and it is also the very tall and the heavy species of a snake. The famous anaconda snake is found in the Amazon basin in South America. So this is up to the animals. Animals are very rich in this layer, and all the 4 layer have a variety of wildlife. And these wildlife in which we are talking about, the colorful insects, colorful birds, from tiny insect to the large mammals, all are found in the equatorial forest. Colorful bird, insect, so crocodile, alligator, and one of the most special features of anaconda, or the snake species anaconda, found in the Amazon basin in South America. Now the life of the people in the equatorial forest. Human settlement is very difficult in these dense forests. Yes, these forests are very dense, and due to the dense of forest, there are wildlife is also very rich. So it is very difficult for the human being to settle in these type of areas. So some tribe live in these forests. Some of them are Semangs of Malaysia, Kubus of Sumatra, Pygmies of Congo Basin, Yanomami of the Amazon forest, and the Huli tribe of Papua New Guinea. These are the nomadic tribe who spend their life hunting and gathering food. Yes, these are the type of tribes. These are the name of the tribes. You have to learn these things. That the equatorial, what are the names of the equatorial tribes. So you should know what are the name of that tribe, that are the Pygmies of Congo Basin, Sumatra, the Samangs of Malaysia, Kubus of Sumatras, and the Huli tribe of Papua Guinea. These are the nomadic tribe who spend their life hunting and gathering food. As you know that this is the tribal peoples gathered food. They don't have the profession like this, that they are, their life is like that they're hunting, and they are always busy in hunting and gathering food. These people depend on the forest for their food and shelter. They led a very tough life. Malaria is a common illness in the region because of the wet climate. As I told you, this is the place, place is also known as evergreen forest. This place is also known as rainforest, tropical rainforest. So the life is very difficult, very tough, एंड द जो मेन प्रॉब्लम है वो बिकॉज ऑफ ह्यूमिडिटी, बारिश ज़्यादा है, दैट्स वाई द ह्यूमिडिटी इज़ वेरी हाई. So the common illness in this region is malaria, and you know that malaria is caused by the biting of mosquitoes. So the malaria is a common illness in the region because of the wet climate. Testis is a blood sucking fly commonly found here. Underline this line, this is important. Tsetse is a blood sucking fly commonly found here. It causes sleeping sickness. Yes, this is the breed of one mosquito named as Tsetse, which causes sleeping sickness. These are the some tribe who are into farming. For example, Dayaks of Borneo, Bantus of Zaire, and the Amazon Indians. These tribes practice shifting agriculture. You know that shifting? What is shifting agriculture? This is very oldest practice of agriculture in which people clean the particular area, clean or burn the particular area, and after that they start farming, and after a few years then they leave this land and go to another place. This is called shifting agriculture. ये पुराने टाइम में भी होता था. ये एग्रीकल्चर करने का सबसे ओल्डेस्ट मेथड है. इसमें ये लोग क्या करते हैं, ट्राइब्स लोग उस जंगल को, उस पेड़ को क्लीन करेंगे, कट करेंगे, फिर उसको, उस एरिया को जलाकर जो है साफ़ करेंगे, फिर वहाँ पर जो क्या करेंगे, फार्मिंग करेंगे. फिर उसके 3-4 साल बाद, क्योंकि जो एक सॉइल है उसकी जो फर्टिलिटी लेवल है वो इतने टाइम में 3-4 साल के बाद उसका फर्टिलिटी लेवल कम हो जाता है. तो फिर उस आफ्टर द 3-4 ईयर दे गो टू अनदर प्लेस फॉर द एग्रीकल्चर प्रैक्टिसिंग. सो ये वो करते रहते हैं. सो दिस इज़ ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द जो करते हैं शिफ्टिंग एग्रीकल्चर. इन दिस टाइप ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर द ट्राइबर क्लियर अ पीस ऑफ लैंड by burning the vegetation on it. They grow crops on this land for 2 or 3 years, during which the fertility of the land is exhausted. Then they move to a new area for settlement. जैसा कि मैंने बताया कि this is the oldest way of practicing of agriculture. उसमें क्या करते हैं वो लोग, एक ही एरिया को पहले उस फॉरेस्ट को, वहाँ पर जो ट्रीज़ होते हैं उसे बर्न करते हैं, फिर उस एरिया को एग्रीकल्चर के लिए तैयार करते हैं. बट आफ्टर द 3-4 ईयर्स जो है उस जो सॉयल है या जो वो लैंड है उसका फर्टिलिटी लेवल जो होता है, पीएच लेवल जो होता है वो डाउन हो जाता है. तो जब ऑब्वियसली जब उसका फर्टिलिटी लेवल डाउन होगा तो उस पर जो वो क्रॉप्स ग्रो करेंगे वो कैसा होगा, उसका प्रोडक्शन कम होगा. तो उसका प्रोडक्शन जब कम होता है तो इसीलिए वो 2 और 3 ईयर्स के बीच में वो लैंड को छोड़कर दूसरे लैंड पर फार्मिंग सेम प्रोसेस में करना शुरू करते हैं. तो दिस मेथड इज़ नोन एज शिफ्टिंग एग्रीकल्चर. Now the people of the rainforest have a great wealth of knowledge about the forest and have learned how to live in the forest without damaging it. So in this area the rainforest people को काफ़ी knowledge होती है forest के बारे में. Even they know very much about the जड़ी बूटी and all these herbs, you can say that. And even they also learn how to live in the forest without damaging it. Their food, medicine, shelter and clothing all come from the forest. They know how to use thousands of edible medicinal and poisonous plant and how to grow crops. They have their own language, tradition and culture. Yes, these tribes are very much rigid about their culture. Even they don't want to interfere other people that they now आप देखते हो कि कुछ लोग होते हैं कि जो नया नया इन्वेंट करते हैं या कुछ चीज़ के बारे में जो है वो सोचते हैं कि भाई हम पता करें कि ये लोग कैसे हैं। लेकिन जो ये ट्राइब्स होते हैं दे आर वेरी मच रिजिड अबाउट देयर ट्रेडिशन एंड कल्चर, तो वो अब दूसरे के बाहर वाले की एंट्री भी उनको इसलिए पसंद नहीं होती है। आप कभी बार न्यूज़ में सुनते भी हैं कि भाई इस ट्राइब के लोग गए और वहाँ पे ऐसा हुआ ये हुआ, बिकॉज दे डोंट वांट टू इंटरफेयर फ्रॉम द अदर पीपल्स, from the outsiders. Now the changing scene. Some European traders sailed these forest land to explore trade opportunity in Southeast Asian country and Africa. They starting plantation agriculture on some of the area. The main plantation crops are tea, coffee, rubber and cocoa. In this way, large-scale agriculture for commercial purpose has started in this region. Now this is the changing scene. जो अब लोगों ने एग्रीकल्चर के साथ साथ हंटिंग गैदरिंग के साथ साथ, हंटिंग गैदरिंग हो गया, एग्रीकल्चर हो गया, लेकिन टाइम टू टाइम वो हम पहले की बात कर रहे हैं, लेकिन जो टाइम चेंज हो रहा है उसमें क्या है कि लोगों ने जो है सम यूरोपियन ट्रेडर्स सेल दीज फॉरेस्ट लैंड टू एक्सप्लोर ट्रेड अपॉर्चुनिटी इन साउथ। कुछ लोगों ने इन जगहों पर जो है अपना ट्रेड करना शुरू कर दिया है, एक्सप्लोर करना शुरू कर दिया है लैंड को, कि वहाँ पर अच्छे दे स्टार्टिंग प्लांटेशन एग्रीकल्चर। द मेन प्लांटेशन क्रॉप्स आर ट्री, coffee, rubber and cocoa. In this way, large scale agriculture for commercial purpose has started in this region. So now you understand the different features of the equatorial forest. So I will repeat again for you. So animals, what is equatorial forest? Equatorial forest, you know that the equatorial forests are found on the either sides of the equator, and these forests lie in the torrid zone. Torrid means extreme hot. So these forests are very hot, they receive heavy rainfall, that's why they are known as equatorial forest. India, Brazil are also the part of equatorial. And climate, how is the climate? You know that the equatorial forest lie in the torrid zone, and torrid zone means too much hot. Why it is too much hot? Because of the sun rays fall directly on the equator, or on the equator or near the equator. That's why this area is very hot and receive very heavy rainfall. And if the area receive very heavy rainfall, obviously the trees or the forest are very dense, and if the forest are very dense, obviously the species of animal and birds are also very rich, and the life of the people is very difficult because this place is very wet, or as the humidity level is very high due to the heavy rainfall. And so many types of tribal peoples are also living there, but the most main problem is that this area or this type of region suffer from a main common illness, that is malaria. And they know the practicing of shifting agriculture, and shifting agriculture is the oldest way of method of agriculture, in which they burnt or clear the place of land, and after the 2-3 years then they shift the place, because on this place, because the fertility of the land is exhausted, that's why they move on to a new place. And this type of agriculture, moving from one place to another, is called shifting agriculture. And they also know, because the forests are very dense, so they know the herbs, they use herbs as a medicinal purpose, and the poisonous plant, and how to grow, and thousands of medicinal poisonous plant, how to grow crops, and they know their language, tradition and culture. But now, after the shifting agriculture of the hunting or the gathering food, now they also sell these forest land to explore the opportunity in SEA. What is the full form of SEA? Southeast Asian countries. Now the people know the way large scale agriculture for commercial purpose. So this lesson is over now. So you just read this lesson again and again. This is very important lesson, and this is very easy also. So till then you just read your lesson. Okay, we will meet in the next video.